Have you ever given your time or heart to someone only to feel used, exhausted, and overlooked afterward? As we grow older, our ability to help others becomes more valuable not just because our energy is limited, but because our peace of mind becomes more important than ever. Yet, some people keep taking, asking, and expecting without ever considering your well-being. If you're over 60, protecting your emotional boundaries isn't selfish, it's essential for survival. This video isn't about turning away from those who truly need love. It's about recognizing the kinds of people who slowly drain your energy, time, and dignity, and learning to say no without guilt. Helping the wrong people can steal the peace you've earned at this stage of your life. We'll talk about 7 types of people who often come with a smile but leave you feeling drained. Some do it unintentionally, others do it on purpose. Either way, the outcome is the same. After they leave, you feel smaller and weaker. If you've ever ended a call or visit feeling more tired, anxious, or frustrated than before, this video is for you. Stay with me because what you're about to learn could be the difference between a weary, bitter old age and one that's peaceful, respected, and strong. Let's get started. The first type is the chronic borrower. Some people don't want your love, advice, or presence, they just want your wallet. And they never say that openly. They call it a favor, a small loan, or a what-time emergency. Because you're kind and have known them for years, you keep helping. Chronic borrowers often hide behind politeness. They don't demand, instead, they wrap their requests in guilt or urgency. I wouldn't ask if I had another choice, they say. You're the only one I trust. But you start to notice the pattern. They always have a new crisis, and you always end up providing the solution. But they never pay you back, not the money, not the time, not even a proper thank you. Psychologically, this taps into your natural desire to feel needed, especially after retirement. You want to believe you still make a difference in someone's life. That's a beautiful feeling, but also a vulnerability. Chronic borrowers sense this and exploit it. They don't want to solve their problems, they want someone to carry their burden. It's not about refusing help altogether. It's about realizing when your help is never enough. When someone is always in need but never changes, you're no longer helping, you're enabling. And enabling hurts both of you. Take Bill, for example. He's 73, living on his pension and social security. For years, his nephew would drop by with one excuse after another. Car broke down. Short on rent this month. Just need a little until payday. Bill always opened his checkbook. But one day, Bill had a realization. It had been 7 years of one-way giving. His nephew never changed. No new job. No new plans, just new excuses every few months. So Bill stopped. It was hard. He felt guilty and worried he was being cold. But guess what happened? His nephew found a way. Because when the free ride ended, responsibility began. And Bill finally started spending his money on. Want me to continue writing the rest in the same way? There are people who don't ask for money but still drain your energy, time, and peace of mind. These are emotional leeches. They always seem to have a problem. Their health is bad. Their kids don't respect them. Friends have betrayed them. Their boss is unfair. Or their life is just a mess, and you're the first person they call. At first, it feels good to listen, give advice, and be there for them. But then, do they actually take your advice? Do they ever ask how you are doing? Usually not. Instead, they just unload their emotions on you and then disappear until the next crisis. Older people especially fall for this because as your social circle shrinks, you hold on to whoever still reaches out, even if those calls leave you feeling drained and not uplifted. That's not a friendship, it's a one-sided exchange. Psychologists call this kind of emotional effort emotional labor. When it's always one-sided, it can seriously hurt your mental health. Stress builds up, your sleep suffers, and your immune system weakens over time. Take Linda, a 68-year-old woman from Ohio. She had a neighbor her age who started stopping by almost every day. At first, they bonded over coffee, but those visits soon became long and heavy with complaints. Her neighbor never asked Linda about her life or offered support. It got to the point where Linda dreaded the doorbell ringing. One day, she decided to make a change. She stopped answering every call, putting her own peace first. And guess what? She felt better, more energy, a clearer mind. Even her daughter noticed the difference. Emotional weight, just like physical weight, can weigh you down if you never put it down. Remember, you don't owe anyone your emotional energy, especially if they never give any back. If you're watching this and finding these ideas helpful, please type 2 in the comments to show you're here. And if you haven't yet, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos. Your support helps us create more valuable content for you. Here's a rewritten version of your powerful script, structured for *** 10-minute distribution ***. Each minute introducing a new person type, keeping a calm, impactful tone ideal for video narration. Welcome. This video exists to inform and inspire you, especially in a stage of life where peace should be earned, not bargained for. In the next few minutes, we'll uncover the 6 types of people who quietly steal your energy, kindness, and joy. You may recognize them, you may have met them, but today you learn how to stop them. They won't beg, they won't ask directly. Instead, they'll say things like, "I didn't think you'd forget us," or "must be nice to have all that free time." And suddenly, you're doing something you never wanted to avoid being the bad guy. Guilt trippers don't just want favors, they want control. And worse, when you help, there's no joy, just a subtle reminder, "You owed me this." That's not kindness, that's manipulation. George, 74, had a church friend who always needed just one little thing: a ride, a favor, help in the yard. But every time George said no, the man sighed. "I thought Christians were supposed to help." That line pulled George back in again and again, until George realized boundaries aren't selfish, they're self-respect. Kindness doesn't mean being a doormat. Generosity only counts when it's a joyful yes, not a pressured one. If someone makes you feel like you owe them constantly, they're not your person. They're a user in disguise in this chapter of life. You've earned something better: peace and freedom. These people don't want money. They want your emotional energy ***. Every call is a crisis. Every visit, a therapy session. And the more you listen, the worse you feel. They're not looking for solutions. They just want somewhere to unload. And that place becomes *** unless you learn to say no. Helen, 68, had a neighbor who stopped by nightly just to vent. What began as friendly chats turned into hour-long rants. Eventually, Helen realized she dreaded 6 p.m. like a dentist appointment. She finally said, "I'm not in the space to talk right now," and guess what? The world didn't end. Her peace returned. Boundaries aren't cruel, they're clarity. Emotional leeches hate that, because it means they can't drain you endlessly. If someone always leaves you feeling tired, anxious, or heavy, that's not love, that's labor. And your energy is too valuable to waste. They're charming, polite, they flatter you. But beneath the kindness is a string of quiet expectations. They do you favors, but they're counting. Say no, and they guilt you softly until you give in. This slow, constant manipulation chips away at your boundaries until you're no longer sure when you agreed. Older adults, especially kind, trusting, or lonely ones, are prime targets. But remember this, * family doesn't trick you. * friends don't keep score. If someone uses trust to control, it's not love, it's betrayal. You don't owe them. You owe yourself peace. The last type, the person always in crisis. Everything's urgent. You step in to help, but their chaos never ends. Eventually, it becomes your burden. It's okay to care, but it's also okay to step back. If you're still watching and this resonated, comment number to let us know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. Your peace matters. Your energy is sacred. Protect it.